The shocking bottom is finally in, or at least that's what we think so. Bitcoin went down to 20,838 as the low on KuCoin. It did go lower on other exchanges, but is the bottom in, or is that it? Are we going to continue to move up higher, or could we continue to dump lower? And will the historical cycle change for Bitcoin? Because if we look at the historical cycle, we know that Bitcoin has never ever gone below the last all-time high during a bear market, right? So in our case, the last all-time high is from the 18th of January 2018 at around 19,800. So if Bitcoin dumps below that, then the cycle is going to change for Bitcoin. It's going to be in the history books. There's no doubt about it. But in today's video, we're not going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about RMRK, Kusama, DOT. I'm going to look at the referral program for the land sale for RMRK because that's coming up this Friday. It was announced. And then I'll also tell you a little trick about staking your TUR tokens for Turing network. If you already staked once and you want to compound, you want to add more to your stake, there is something that you need to do, which unfortunately was not explained in the last guide that I did because we didn't know that that's the case. Now we know, so I'm going to talk about that in today's video. So stay tuned till the end. And yeah, let's take a look at the chart here. So we can see RMRK, which has dumped to $3.13. It was actually a bit lower. It was actually $3.03. As you can see here, this is the low that we had. It's just that 24 hours have passed since then, a bit more over 24 hours. And so because of that, we can't see it as the low anymore. On the 24-hour chart, it says 313 here. But we did go to 303, and $3 is the most solid last line of defense that we have for RMRK. That is the last area of support. Unfortunately, it's no man's land if we don't below $3. So let's hope that does hold. This is actually the price that RMRK went to when it initially started trading, which is funny enough because when it initially started trading, it went to like $5 and something. Then it went down to like $4. And then it continued dumping to about $3 before it continued to go higher and higher. And it eventually got to around $7 or $8, I believe, that day. And then it pulled back once again to around $5 and something before making its way up to that amazingly high price of almost $70. So yeah, $3 is the good support line for RMRK. The last line of defense, I know $8 was the best one. It was very big, but unfortunately got broken. And so our only hope lies now in the $3 support range. And let's hope that Bitcoin doesn't pull a fast one on us because RMRK has been holding quite okay. As you can see, it did pull back up, push back up now to 360. It doesn't mean it's not going to go back to the low 3. But remember, this is the support area. So if there is demand, people are going to get it, right? It is a very low price, not financial advice, but it is a very low price if you think about it, because this is like the absolute bottom that we've seen for RMRK ever since it started trading. And so yeah, $3 is hopefully gonna hold unless Bitcoin does something weird. But with the land sales coming up, which we're gonna talk about in today's video, then there is still hope, and I've not lost that hope. Looking at Kusama, $50, but it did go to like $44, less than that, 43 something. So what did it go to? Let's see, 43.98, 43.03 was the lowest that we got for Kusama, which is crazy, crazy low. I mean, this is the price that we've seen it at when it first got listed on Binance, because when it was listed on Huobi in 2020, in early 2020, it went to like 14 or 15 bucks. And then when it got listed on Binance, it went to like 50 bucks. And so yeah, I mean, it was already up like 50x at the time, but because it used to be considered like a test network, you know, people weren't really paying attention to it until later on when the idea of the Canary ecosystem came to fruition. And so yeah, personally, I didn't expect we're going to see such a massive dump, considering Kusama was around 500 bucks. As you can see here, back in November, when we had those cool crowd loans, everyone was hyped about the crowd loans. We're making our way up. We all thought this is going to blow off top. We're going to see a $1,000 Kusama, you know, and then boom, we were shocked here with this comeback. And I really didn't foresee something like this because, I mean, looking at the chart here, we should have foreseen it, to be honest, because when this goes down so much, it gets rejected. I mean, it was a clear sign here that we weren't going to make higher highs, but you know, the hopium was still there. And look, when we moved back up, the hopium was still there. But then it slowly dumped and dumped and dumped with the market. So yeah, it is a shame. Are we ever going to see a $500 Kusama again? I have no idea, but it's not looking pretty here. I mean, it took a long time for this to build up. with a bull market. We need another bull market now. We need Bitcoin at maybe 100K for us to even see Kusama close to those levels ever again, in my opinion, because remember, inflation kicks in as well. It's not a lot of inflation, but it's still there. It's like 10% per year. And so keep that in mind as well. It depends how long this is going to take, right? And so, yeah, this is nasty because, as I've said in many videos before, is with the support and resistance. What used to be support has now become resistance. And so the $65 area has now become resistance, which is going to be very hard to break unless Bitcoin does wonders. We're going to be sticking around 50 bucks for a while and hopefully at least accumulate around this area. But hope is all we can have. Looking at DOT, again, very, very low, $7.45. The support is around $6.50, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good. Look, the chart has just messed up now. I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking pretty here for DOT either. It's in the exact same situation. It is making its way back up now after this massive dump, but this is normal in cycles like this. When there's a massive dump, we tend to go back up a bit before moving back down lower once again, possibly to the 650 range once again. And so, yeah, this is all we can do right now, is just watch and wait. I'm not personally doing anything. I'm not trading. I'm not doing anything. I'm stuck right now. So I'm just waiting, you know, but yeah, it is what it is. We just have to stay strong and hodl strong, because if we sell at a loss, we're going to end up regretting it, because this is what those who are manipulating this market actually want. Next, let's look at the referral program. So the referral program was announced. It is going to launch on Friday together with the sale. And so I'm going to have a referral link for you on Friday. I'm going to do a video with the referral link. It's going to be in the pinned comment. So check that out on Friday. So once you have obtained 10 land points, you will have the ability to grab your referral link from the Skybridge app. And that's, of course, to be able to get a land. There's just so much land available, but there are certain people that are going to have priority over this land, right? So how does it work? You need 10 points. And the points indicate the amount of land you own. Land obtained via land vouchers count the same as land purchased at full price in any phase. A common land is 1 point, rare land is 3 points, and epic lands are 5 points each. So if you get 2 epic lands, we have 10 points, which would generate you the referral link. Every sale made through your link will immediately credit you with 5% of the purchase value. And please note that while it is easy to manually generate a link, it is just a map link with your EVM address at the end. It will not work until you have 10 land points, even if you manually generate it correctly. Okay, so this is something to keep in mind here. To get whitelisted, you need to have 10 land points. Okay, and that's how it's gonna be here. I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, on Friday, if you want to contribute, please do so. I am gonna have that link available, and I very much appreciate it. It would help support this channel during this nasty bear market, especially if you have RMRK and you're planning to get land anyway. It could help this channel quite a lot, and I could continue to bring you content throughout this bear market. Now, next, I want to talk about Turing network, because I did tell you that if you want to compound your staking rewards, it's not as easy as I thought in the last guide. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So Polkadot is available, by the way. If you want to support Polkadot, great team. They're basically doing lots for the community. They're holding events around the world, trying to spread the word about Polkadot. You also interview different CEOs, founders from different parachain projects, and not only parachains, but just projects building on Polkadot and Kusama in general. They do it on their Twitter page, so they hold different Twitter spaces, basically AMAs with these founders. So do check them out. And yeah, if you want to stake to their collator, like I have personally staked to their collator, and I'm going to stake more, simply copy the address from this website, which I'm going to have in the description, web3go.xyz for oak staking. So check it out in the description of the video. Copy the collator address, and then you need to go to the wallet. Okay, if it's the first time you're staking, as I've done in that staking guide, I'm going to show you once again. You go to parachain staking, you go to delegate candidate amount, candidate delegation count. You paste the collator address for Polkadot. Okay, so you need to go to that website, which I have in the description, copy the address by clicking on the bubble, paste it in here in the candidate section, choose the amount. Make sure to check that staking guide, because in that staking guide I explained to you that you need to multiply it by 1 billion by 10 billion, apologies. You need to multiply by 10 billion. And there's the candidate delegation count. So this is what you need to enter for Polkadot. That means basically the position that they're on in the ranks when it comes to the collator. And so if we go back here, we can see there's 17th. You need to make sure you refresh this page because this number has to be correct. If they lose momentum, they could move down in the ranks or move up in the ranks. Okay, don't worry about this. This just means that they haven't been validated as with their name, and that's why you're seeing this. Whereas this tag here has the name, this little tick here, that's what it means. So don't worry about that. And just to get back to this here, then what you do is you select the select number or type number 17 here, and then you leave this as 0. This is for your very first contribution, your very first stake to this collator, and then you submit the transaction. After 600 blocks, you're apparently going to start getting your staking rewards directly to your available balance in your account. Okay, so they don't get compounded by default. If you want to compound them, feel free to do so, but they do go into your available balance. So how do you compound? How do you actually add more to your stake if you've already staked? Well, you remain on parachain staking and you go to delegator bond more. Okay, you select this, you paste the address once again for the collator, in this case Polkadot, and then you choose the balance. Remember, the balance you want to stake multiplied by 10 billion. This is how it is. Okay, check out my guide, which by the way I'm going to have a link to right at the end of this video if you want to learn exactly how it works. But this is pretty much it. I've just redone it for you once again in case you want to stake your TUR tokens, if you hold any TUR tokens. If you don't and you are interested in getting them, not financial advice, they will be available on Mangara's DEX, which is the first order book DEX to launch on Kusama. Thank you for watching today's video. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.